Hello all my lovelies, this is the Blueprint and I am Lo, and today you are getting ready with me. I'm going to start off with Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in Warm Walnut, and I'm using an e.l.f. powder brush to pat and buff this into my skin. And what I love about this foundation is that after everything is applied, it looks and feels as if there's nothing there, like real skin. The eyebrows are an essential part to any look that I do, and I spend a lot of time on them. They frame the face. So I filled in with MAC pencil in Spiked, and then I'm taking Crown Crease brush and going in to clean up the line and add a natural highlight with NYX eyeshadow base in Nutmeg. The four brushes that I'm going to use for my eyes today are the 227, this one is the 239, the number rubbed off. Then I'm going to go in with a fluffy, ever popular blender brush, the 224, and then finally a more dense brush by MAC, and this is the 217. We're going to need to apply a base for our look, so I'm using Maybelline's Color Tattoo and Audacious Asphalt. I'm going to apply this all over the lid, just past the crease. Then we're going to go into the Call of the Wild palette by Tarte. This is the Lynx color that we're applying all over the lid, just to the crease. After we do that, we're going to take a reddish brown. I'm using MAC Shadow in Embark and the 224 to blend out where the Lynx color ends. And we're going to blend up to the highlight that we applied earlier. Make sure that you get rid of any hard lines. After you've applied Embark, go ahead and clean off the 224 and do some more blending. You want everything to have a smooth transition. Then I'm going to take the 239 and go in with a matte black. This is Carbon by MAC, but of course any matte black will do. We're going to pack that onto our 239, tap off the excess, and then go back on the lid and start shaping the way you want the shadow to look. Now I wanted to go for more of a vampy, dramatic look, so I started off with a lot of black, and you don't necessarily have to do it. What I'm doing now is using the 217 to blend, and what I haven't recorded is me going back to apply more and then blending and apply more and blending. But what you can do is start with a small amount of black and then keep building up to the intensity that you like. This is what you want it to look like when you're finished. No harsh lines, everything's blended, and the smooth transition that I mentioned earlier. Then we're going to take the 239 and we're not going to add any more shadow to it. Whatever's left, we're just going to drag that along the lower lash line. And then we're going to go back into the Call of the Wild palette. This time we're going to use Instinct. We're going to apply that to our brow bone, which I've already done. And then you're going to take a clean 239, or excuse me, a clean 217, and apply this to your tear duct, as well as dragging that across the inner third of your lower lash line. Use a charcoal colored pencil. This is by Wet n Wild. We're going to apply that to the upper lash line as well as the lower lash line, and I'm lining the inner rim or my inner waterline as well. And then we're going to go back with the 239. Again, don't reapply any shadow and just blend what we've added to the upper and the lower lash line. Then you can use a mascara of your choice. This is Benefit They're Real mascara, one of my favorites. Apply this to the upper and lower lash line. This is Fit Me Concealer. I'm using that to clean up any fallout as well as to clean up the shape of the shadow that I've applied. For the face, I'm going to go in with a MAC 109, and the blush that I'm using is Blunt. This is what I'm using for my contour. The blush that I'm using is by MAC. It's called Pinch O Peach, and I'm applying this to the apple of my cheeks and blending upwards. I'm going to use e.l.f. Matte Lip Color in Natural. It's a little bit too matte for me, so I went over that with a Cream Sheen Glass by MAC, which is called Right Image. This adds a lot more depth to the lips. So the look is complete. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to stay blessed, be beautiful, that's the Blueprint. Bye.